So settle yourself on your back. If you'd like a small pillow or a folded blanket under your head, you can do. And probably a simple corpse pose. Stretch the legs out, have the arms alongside you. If there's any discomfort for the lower back, you might want something soft behind the knees, like a rolled up yoga mat or a small bolster. And if you want to cover over yourself, depending on the temperature of your space, you can do. It's sometimes nice to put a kind of cotton sleeve over your eyes if you've got your top around or something, or you could use an eye pillow if you've got one. Or you may be in a softer space, less harsh light. So just make sure you're comfortable. Take a moment to arrange yourself and settle. And it's better to make any adjustments now so that you can maintain a relative stillness through the practice. So if you need any adjustments, now's the time. And then take a moment to feel the back on the floor. Let the back meet the ground. Gentle sense of length and width, of settling. And then just let your awareness come to the breathing. And just establish for yourself an easy, relaxed, diaphragmatic breath. Let your breath play in the lower body, or middle and lower body. If it helps, start with a few kind of melting out breaths, almost sigh-like out breaths. 3 or 4 times, and then settle the breath in the lower body. And then once again be aware of the length of the body, from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet, or the toes if you like, the length of the body. And observing your breathing, exhale as if the breath is flowing through the length of the body, from the crown of the head all the way down to the feet. And then inhale from the feet all the way back up to the crown of the head. And repeat. So exhaling crown to feet and inhaling feet to crown. Couple of times. Like a sigh sweeping through the body, or a gentle wave of breath. Crown to feet, feet to crown. And then next time you exhale, exhale all the way from the crown down to ankle level. And from ankle level back to the crown of the head. Exhaling crown to ankles. Inhaling ankles to crown. Couple more breaths. And then next time you breathe out from the crown of the head all the way down to the level of the knees. And from knee level all the way back up to the crown of the head. Crown to knees exhaling. Knees to crown inhaling. A few more breaths. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, exhale from the crown of the head down to the very base of your spine. And inhale from the base of the spine back up to the crown of the head. Crown to the tip of the spine. Base of the spine all the way back to the head. Couple of breaths. And when you're ready, as your next exhale, exhale from the crown all the way down to the navel, or navel level, the navel centre if you like, and all the way back up to the crown of the head as you breathe in. Exhaling crown to tummy button, and inhaling back up to the crown of the head. Couple of breaths. And then on your next exhalation, when you're ready, exhale down through the body to the level of your heart centre, at midpoint of the sternum level, and back up to the crown of the head. Exhaling crown to heart level, inhaling back to the crown. Crown to heart, heart to crown. Couple of breaths. As you next exhale, exhale from the crown down to throat level. Kind of the lowest part of the throat. And from the point on the throat back to the crown of the head. Crown to the base of the throat. And back to the crown. Couple of breaths. And then as you next exhale, exhale from the crown down to the center of the forehead, the eyebrow center. Inhale back to the crown. Crown to eyebrow center. Eyebrow center back to the crown. Couple of breaths. Breathe back and forth between the crown and the eyebrow center, gently refining and smoothing the breath. Keep going. And then as you next exhale, exhale from the crown back down to the throat. And from the throat back to the crown. Couple of breaths, crown to throat, throat to crown. And then exhaling from the crown down to heart level. And from heart level back to the crown. Couple of breaths, crown to heart and heart to crown as you inhale. And then when you're ready, exhaling from the crown down to the navel center, and from the navel center back to the crown. Crown to abdomen, and back up to the crown. Couple of breaths. And as you next exhale, exhale from the crown all the way down to the base of your spine. And from the base of the spine back to the crown. Crown down to the base of the spine. And back up to the crown. Couple of breaths. And then when you're ready to next exhale, exhale from the crown all the way down to knee level. And from the knees back to the crown of the head as you breathe in. Crown to knees. Knees to crown. A few more breaths. And then as you next exhale, exhale from the crown all the way down to ankle level. And from ankle level back to the crown. Couple of breaths. Crown to ankles. ankles to crown. And then breathing from the crown of the head back to the feet, or back to the toes if you like. Crown to feet, feet to crown. Couple of breaths. A sense of the whole body breathing now, and let the exhalation flow downward as if the breath is a wave flushing through you, flowing out through the soles of the feet and on into the space beyond. And then inhale, breathe as if the breath flows upward through the crown of the head and so on into the space above you, almost to infinity. Just let yourself be this conduit for this infinite wave, above the crown, through the crown, down through the length of the body, beyond the soles of the feet. Inhaling from beyond the soles of the feet, through the length of the body, out of the crown of the head and away. Let the breathing be deep and flowing, and feel the breath as you relax the body and the mind. The coming and going of the wave of breath. Allow the image to dissolve and sense the body in contact with the ground. Then bend a leg and place that foot on the floor. Follow that with the other leg when you're ready. And gently and very slowly, attentively roll yourself over onto one side. You can have the legs curled or bent. You could rest the head on the arm if you want, or under the hand. Under the hand? On the hand. And take a couple of conscious breaths lying on your side. Simply rest, nowhere to go for the moment. And then you might want to just mentally locate your chair or your cushion. And then when you're ready, again take your time, ease your way slowly up to sitting, no rush. You're welcome to sit on a chair, or if you prefer, a cushion on the floor. If you need support for your back, then by all means take it. Otherwise you can sit with a self-supporting spine. So however you're sitting, or wherever or however you're sitting, settle the pelvis. Allow the legs or the feet to meet the floor. Let the hands rest, the thighs or the lap. Gentle sense of length through the spine, or lengthening. Shoulders can fall away from the sides of the neck. Chin a little in if you need to. Let the face relax. And just sense the length of the body, the width of the body. Your own kind of sitting form. If you can find a quality of relaxing within sitting, so there isn't a whole load of effort, it's just very stable, very easy, very natural. And that without manipulating anything or trying to do anything, just notice where you feel you're breathing. Gentle bringing of attention to that kind of locus of feeling as you breathe. And just notice the movement or the flow of breath. Feel the movement of the in-breath. Feel the movement through the out-breath. Again, no imposition, no control. Just aware. You can let the breath flow without manipulating. It's just a gentle tether of awareness. And as you feel and you keep that soft awareness, relax. Just sensing inwards, listening in to the feel of the breath. As it comes and goes. Like the ebb and flow of a tide.